I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't shaking, because the last video we did, when I put this into the thing, it was like constantly just...
Constantly?
Yeah, it was I couldn't get it to stop. I couldn't figure out what was going on. All right, I got it recording.
Oh, I was gonna hit the button.
So, yeah, don't need it. Hi everyone, welcome back to Shelf Control. I'm Norm.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Jenny.
Hey, we got it right this time. Alright, so we're going to be going through these games in roughly the same order that Jenny was introduced to them, and then we will continue on with our journey. So that means we're starting with Wingspan.
Dun 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 dun.
Super excited.
So the way Wingspan works is that you're going to be playing out a series of bird cards into your various areas on the board based on whether they go in the trees, the grass, or the water. You'll have to pay their food costs to put them out, plus the required eggs that they need. There are 4 actions that you can take during the game. The first one is playing a bird out onto your board, and they go into the leftmost spot first, so you'll fill the board from left to right. The next action you can do is to gain food, and this is how you get the food from the bird feeder. To take an action, you'll take your cube and put it in the next empty space on the board. So if there was a bird here, it would go here instead. And then you would take the food that's listed here out of the bird feeder. Third action is to lay eggs, where you take your eggs and you put them on the birds, and each egg at the end of the game is worth 1 point. And then the way you get more cards is with the draw birds cards action, where you'll draw cards into your hand, either from the face up here or directly off the deck if you don't like what's showing. We're going to be playing with both expansions. It adds the nectar, which is a wild type of food that can be used as any type of food, except at the end of the round, any unused nectar goes away. As you spend nectar, you'll be collecting them on the 3 spots on the board where you've spent that nectar, and there's bonus points at the end of the game who has spent the most in each spot. Let's see, what else is there in the expansion? Just more birds, more...
The dice are a little different.
The dice are a little bit different. Today we're going to try a variant, a mixture of the old dice with the new dice. The new dice have nectar showing up on a few of the sides. Looks like 2 of the sides. There's a nectar and a grain, and a nectar and a cherry. We found that the nectars come up quite often.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that nectar and cherry share a side, nobody would take a cherry if they could take a nectar instead. So what we're trying is a variant where you have 3 of the new dice and 2 of the old dice that don't have the nectar. I think the math comes out to an average of roughly 1 nectar per roll that way, instead of more than 1 nectar average. So we're going to try that to try and limit how much nectar there is, and maybe make the cherries look a little sweeter.
Ha 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 ha! See what you did there, dad jokes.
I mean, they're actually berries.
If you've been to Vegas, they're
You say berry, he says cherry.
Birds don't eat the cherries; they eat the berries.
How do you know? Have you ever had a cherry tree?
You know what?
And
Because I've
watched
never
birds
seen a
eat it?
cherry with 3 on one stem.
I mean, I'm not arguing your point. I'm just saying you've never seen a bird and a cherry tree, so
I've seen both.
Together?
Maybe.
Continue, Norman.
Another variant that we're going to try is in the regular game, these end game scoring cards. At the beginning of the game, you get 2, and you have to pick which one you're going to go for then, and then go through the game. I prefer to try something that I call the Obsession variant, after the board game Obsession. where we'll actually get 3 end game cards and you'll keep them, but at the end of round 2 you'll have to discard 1, and at the end of round 4, at the end of the game, we'll discard the other one, leaving us with 1. And it gives us some time to where if things aren't going the way we thought, we could pivot to one of the others. Plus, the birds that let you get extra end game scoring cards get a little bit better, because if there's 2 of these ones from the start that you really want, getting that bird that gets you the extra bonus card, then you have 4 options to go with towards the end of the game. So I will start by dealing 3 of these out. And if somebody could remind me at the end of round 2 that we're getting rid of one of these.
I'll try.
And then we also get 5 each of the bird cards to start. And 1 of each food.
Everyone gets 1 nectar to start, right?
And 1 nectar to start.
There you go.
Thank you. So the trick here is you can keep any number of these 5 starting cards, but each card that you want to keep, you have to discard 1 of your 5 starting food, not counting the nectar. So if you want to keep 2 of these cards, then you only get to keep 3 of your food, because you have to discard a food for each card you keep. And you'll want to take a look at the cards that you have in hand and compare them to your end game goals.
This is gross.
So,
all right, our round 1.
Yes.
We're going for eggs. That word went right out of my head. Eggs in trees. This is gross.
Yeah.
This is really gross.
I'm not thrilled.
Yeah, I'm not real happy with any of these end game goals. So
I don't like any of my end game goals or my starting birds.
So we'll see how that ends up.
All right.
So I will keep.
All right, I'm only going to keep 3. So where are we discarding? Over here?
Sure, we'll just...
There you go. So now that means I get to keep my nectar and I get to keep 2. All right. So I'm getting rid of these 3, or I'm giving them back rather. I can't reach over there, if you don't mind, doll.
Ooh, I kind of like that. That's kind of neat. But that's garbage. Okay.
How many did you keep?
I kept 2.
Let's see, I can do that. Okay. I'm going to keep 3. Then I have to discard 3. 2, 3. Okay, who's going first?
Well, we don't know.
I guess that means me.
Well, I'm not sure how we decided that.
So
I'll go first. Okay.
No, I'm fine with going
No,
first.
I think I should.
I think I'm the most inexperienced one, so I should go first.
No.
wasn't somebody bragging about how they did their first game?
Yes, I think I'm going first.
I don't think Lisa should go first. I think Norm should go first.
Why? So you don't have to go last?
The 2 of us that are in agreement that you should go
yeah,
first.
I'll go first.
Really? You're going to take her side on this?
Well, I mean, it means I'm going first. I don't care if I go first. I don't.
Do it randomly? Flip a coin. Rock, paper, scissors. What are we doing? All right. So
let's do this.
Go ahead.
All of us.
Kai by boat. Okay, you're first.
Jenny's first. All right. That's something.
Sounds about right. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a food, and I will be getting a nectar. Thank you.
All right. That's something right there.
So far, I feel like I'm off to a great start.
I'm also going to get food.
What will you get?
Lots of hair, apparently. I am going to get...
I can see your cards.
Don't look at my cards.
Well, I mean, I just need you to hold them back.
A nectar.
Like they're right in my face.
Stop looking.
They're right in my face.
All right.
Can you see these?
I am going to play a bird.
Play a bird.
And it's going to take a grain. I'm going to use a nectar. So I'm going to put the nectar there because he's going in here. It's a cockatiel.
Oh. All right, Jennifer.
All right, I would like to get a card, and I would like to get that one.
This one here.
Wow.
Yep.
The Count Raggy's Bird of Paradise.
Thank you.
Oh, a peregrine. Okay. I am going to play a bird. And I'm going to play the gray butcher bird. It takes a mouse, it takes a worm, and a wild.
Gray butcher bird?
Yep.
I am going to get an egg, please. Put it on my cockatiel.
Well,
I believe our dog can see us.
ah,
I'm gonna get a. I'm gonna get it.
It might already be too late, and she's just gonna keep barking.
Okay, I'm gonna play a card, and it is
well,
going.
it's about
to
time you
be-
did something.
Well, it's gonna cost me 2 cherries, which I'm gonna use to
Cherries or berries,
berries,
Jen?
whatever. And a worm. And it is
Oh,
the one I just got.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
here we go.
okay, all right. So I'm going to get some food. I can get 2 food. I'm going to get a fish. And then I'm going to get a worm. And then when activated, I look at a card from the deck. If the wingspan is less than 40 centimeters, I tuck it behind this bird and cash 1 rat from the supply on the bird. If not, I discard it. It
Wow.
is 36. So I tuck it and I get a rat. So that's a good card. That's 2 points right there.
That's really good. I don't like it.
So for every food cached on a card is a point at the end of the game, and every tucked card is a point at the end of the game. So that was 2 points for me right there.
All right. I also failed to mention that when you activate, you move down and activate all the birds downstream as well, and that's why she was able to do that.
Downwind, downstream.
I am going to get food. I'm going to take that grain and then re-roll for my second food.
So when you have the bird feeder, if you have only one kind of food in there, so let's say the last 3 dice were all fish, you can choose to re-roll.
And then I will take a nectar. Then when this bird activates, discard 1 grain to choose a card from the tray and tuck it behind this bird.
Wow.
And in these cases, you can't use a nectar. If it's specifically asks for a type of food. So I'm going to discard the grain. And I'll put the peregrine falcon behind this bird.
Well.
And I will be done.
Oh, you will, eh?
Yes.
I am going to get 2 foods. I'm going to get 2 worms. Thank you. And then when this card is activated, I choose 1 player, and myself and that player both gain 1 berry from the supply. So, guess I'll let... You've already got 2 extra points?
Norm does too. He's got
I have
tucked
1
card.
tucked card
And an egg. And an egg is also a point at the end of the game.
Alright, you guys want to rock, paper,
I'm
scissors?
not going to be keeping that egg long. Because I'm going to be playing more birds.
He's trying to get the...
He is trying
berry.
to get it.
Rock, paper, scissors, and whoever wins gets it.
Sky by boat.
Alright.
So what do I get?
You get
berry. Berry. Oh, you need 1 as well.
Alright. I didn't really care who got it.
Well, my turn.
Right.
Can
Now
I
it
go
is.
now? Can I go? I'm going to do a bird. I need 3 fish. So I'm going to use 2 fish and a nectar. So that'll go here. It goes in the water, and it is an Atlantic puffin.
It has a when played action.
And when played, I draw 2 new bonus cards, and I keep 1. So I'm going to draw 2. And we just put them at the bottom?
Sure.
That's good.
Alright, I am going to do eggs again. And I can spend either a card or any kind of food for a second egg. So I'm going to use that cherry for a second egg, please. And the cockatiel is getting all the eggs.
He's not keeping, he will be keeping the eggs because it's eggs and
I will
trees is
not.
the bonus. So
Oh my
Isn't
goodness
that something?
gracious.
I know. I got
Isn't that just interesting?
I got plans.
I see.
Okay. Now, I'm going to, now I feel like I need to work on Norm's strategy over there. That he's, I don't know what he's doing with those eggs. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play a card, or a bird, excuse me. And it's going to cost me a worm and a wheat. And when activated, I draw 1 face-up card from the tray with a, what kind of a nest is that?
That is a tree nest.
A tree nest or a star nest. And I may reset or refill the tray before doing so.
Okay.
So.
All right. So you're done. And I am going to get cards. I'm just going to draw 2. And then he does nothing. And then there's that.
Alright. I'm going to play bird.
Mm-hmm.
I told you always.
Okay.
So this guy takes 1 worm. And he uses 1 of the eggs. And it's a house wren. Oh,
Oh dear. What's going on?
I misread my house wren.
I hate it when I misread my house run.
Me too. I try not
Alright,
to.
let me take that back.
No takesies backsies.
I'm still gonna play. I'm still gonna play my bird,
Well, then why didn't you leave the egg?
but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a different bird.
Okay.
It's gonna be pine siskin. I went to school with pine siskin,
He didn't go to school.
so it takes 2 grain. So
Okay.
I'll use a nectar and a
Alright.
grain, and I gave up the egg.
Okay.
So he's got kind of a combo thing going on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alright, I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and play one more bird. And it's going to cost me
Do it.
one worm. It's going to go right there. And it's an end of round card action thing. Game of Bob.
Game of Bob?
Thingy-ma-bob.
I see. Okay. I am going to get food. I'm getting food. I need to get 2 foods. So I will get a bloop, bloop. I will get a rat. And then I want to re-roll, please.
Oh.
And I will take a worm. I'm going to look at a card from the deck. And if its wingspan is less than 40, it is 87. So not today. Not today, butcher bird. Your turn, my dear.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Norm and Jenny take very long times in
Right.
between their turn.
Have
When it's
I?
their turns, you
Have
have.
I?
You do.
It's not
You
true.
do. And instead of planning ahead, they wait till their turn and then they're like,
I already know what I'm doing.
what shall we do?
I don't know
Let's
if
take
it'll
20
work,
minutes to
but-
figure it out. You know what? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm going to do the egg thing. You know, I'm doing this for a second egg.
Yeah, that's not going to do me any good then, is it? Alright, so, Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get 2 cards. I'd like to draw 2.
Just random?
Yes. Alright, now, my, when activated is draw face up from the selection there. I do not want any of those.
Well, it has to be one of those specific.
I understand.
Nests.
I just want you to reset and refill the tray.
You can reset and refill. Okay.
I don't like that.
Well,
I
it's not for you to
disapprove.
like.
I disapprove of that.
Okay, there's not one of those nests there. There's not one of those nests there. And there's not one of those nests there, so you get nothing.
Okay.
Alrighty, Rudy. So sorry.
But
So
she
sorry.
threw away the birds.
She did throw away the birds, dear. She did throw away the birds. Okay, I am going to get an egg. Okay. See what I mean? He waits till his turn and then takes forever.
No, I've been thinking.
I
I've been thinking this whole time. It just takes a lot of thinking. Draw a card, but I'm going to get rid of an egg to draw a second card. I need to see what's going on.
Oh.
Okay.
I need to come up with some sort of idea because I don't have one.
Your turn, my dear.
Alright, I'm gonna get 2 eggs. And I'm gonna take a very long time deciding what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm not doing anything with that. That's an end of round card. Alright.
Okay. I am also going to get an egg. And that's it for round 1.
No,
I
he's
still
No!
have my turn.
You have your turn.
I did not go first, if you remember.
No, because I already won, basically. Game over.
So we'll join you in 5 minutes when he decides what he's doing.
I'm getting food,
Are you now?
Oh.
What would you like?
and I'm going to discard a card to gain a 3rd food.
Okay.
Okay.
What would you like?
Alright.
I want 3 grain.
Okay.
Oh, what's going
That's
on over
interesting.
Then I can tuck a card from my hand behind this bird. If If I do, I gain a grain from the supply.
From the How much grain do you need?
Well,
Apparently he needs
a little bit less than I got now that I actually read my card. But when activated, discard a grain to choose a bird from the tray and tuck it behind.
Both of you just getting rid of cards from the tray. Oh, I wanted the red-legged whatever he was.
Well, he's with my cockatiel now. And that is the end of round 1.
That is the end of round 1. So our round 1 goal was eggs in trees.
I have 3.
Norm has 3. I have 2. Jenny has 2. So Norm is in first place.
Most.
Jenny and I tie for second, which is no points.
We reset the
the feeder.
No,
we don't reset the feeder. Sorry.
The feeder, just the tray.
Just the tray. And then I will get to go first. And round 2 is going to be bowl nest birds with eggs. So I have 2 of those. If your bird has a star in place of a nest, it's a wild and it can serve as any type of nest. So, all right. Let's play.
Okay, so can you read me what the 2 brown parts on those
Okay,
cards
this for the Eastern Phoebe, it is all players gain 1 worm from the supply. And the manned duck, when activated, tuck up to 3 cards from your hand behind this bird. If you tuck at least 1 card, you gain 1 grain from the supply. And if you want to play the ruby-crowned kinglet, you can play a second bird in your trees and pay its normal cost. So, I need to clear my board.
I need to pay attention to this garbage.
And I am going to play a bird. Costs an egg, and it costs 2 worms. And it is a common nighthawk. When activated, if this bird is to the right of all other birds in its habitat, it can move to another habitat.
Huh.
Isn't that something? Okay.
Okay.
It's Norm's turn. Not
my
yours.
turn.
He follows me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you.
Mm-hmm. Right. So
And then it's back to me.
Just one more time again.
Norm follows me.
Mm-hmm.
Then it swings around to you.
Okay.
And then back to me.
Got it.
Okay.
So it's my turn?
No, it's Norm's turn.
Oh, okay.
Shall we go through it again?
Maybe once more.
I can't do it. If you didn't get it the first
I
time.
want...
Well,
I'm thinking about what I'm trying to do.
We know.
I'm going to draw a card
Hence
when
the
you
banter.
spend an egg for a second one. I think I want a maned duck.
Jerk.
And then I want one random. Okay.
Person is your husband.
He's one that steals.
Other people's
Man
dreams. What does that guy do?
It's a black vulture.
Once between turns, when another player's hunt is successful, you gain a food from the bird feeder. So I'm actually going to get some food from the bird feeder. And I don't want that. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. I want that. So I will take a fish and then re-roll it. And I shall get a nectar. And then if this bird is to the right of all other birds in the habitat, you can move it. I don't want to move it. And this one, I can look at a bird.
Can I ask a question?
If it's less than 40, it is 38. So I can tuck
that
it.
I haven't had to
and
take a turn.
Did she not take a turn?
She did not take a turn.
Why didn't you take a turn? You follow Norm.
Yeah,
And
well,
then it
you
goes
just started
back to
playing,
me.
and
And I apologize. What did I do?
You took a fish and a food.
I took
So, unless you wanted food,
so here's the thing: there was a fish in here.
Yeah.
So can you put your fish back and
Okay.
undo what you just did?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All I
All right,
did
that
was
could be
ask
done.
you to read what that card said, and then you took a turn.
so that was
Because
the
you
turn.
follow Norm. See?
Right.
And then I go.
I know.
All right, it's your turn. Come on, Jenny. Jeez.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take my turn now, right now. I'm going to go get some food. So I'm going to re-roll everything.
Right,
I don't want
okay.
that
All
garbage.
right. Oh, and I don't have the nectar then because I got the nectar as the second.
That's true.
I'm going to get a berry.
Okay.
Already, the old dice are paying off.
And then, that is true. And then I'm going to get another. Why would I need 3 berries? I'll just get I'll get a fish. It doesn't matter. At least does something. Who cares? Okay. Now, when activated, choose one other player and you both gain a berry from the supply. All right, Lisa, you can have the berry this time.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks.
Since you let me take my turn.
Well, I apologize. Because, see, you follow Norm. And then after you go, I go.
Unbelievable. All right. Now it's your turn.
All right. What do I want to do?
Because it's your turn now.
What shall I do?
You can.
I'm gonna get some food.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get a fish.
Yeah.
And
Did she tuck a card?
no, I untucked.
Okay.
I untucked, and then I'm gonna get a berry. So again, it's paying off. I don't want to move him. I'll look at a card, and oh, it's 38. So I tuck, and I get a rat. It's Norm's turn, and then you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Just so that I was aware of what was going on. That's great.
I'm going to get some food. I want that re-rolled because that's garbage.
You don't want a rat?
A rat isn't garbage to some people, Norman.
I'll take a nectar.
It's already paying off, huh?
Already paying off.
Yeah.
And then I'll take a grain because I loves me some grain.
All right. Is it my turn?
No, he still has to.
I'm just checking because I know, there's been
I
some.
can tuck a card from my hand behind this bird, and if I do, I gain a grain from the supply.
Right, because you don't have enough grain.
But then I can discard a grain. So I get a grain, I throw it back. And I choose a bird from the tray and tuck it behind this bird.
Oh, that is not a good card for him to have.
No.
So,
No.
I'll just get rid of this one.
I liked him.
I mean, if people want to give me free worms from that one, I'm okay with that. So.
I don't think we should ever give him free worms from that one.
Oh, look.
Okay.
What's that one?
That is a Greater Prairie Chicken, and you draw 2 new bonus cards, and you keep one.
Okay.
It's your turn, Jenny, because you go after Norm.
Yes, I am aware of that. Some people are not. I'll go ahead and get 2 cards. And I think I'd like, I think I would like,
The Black
the
Vulture.
Black Vulture. When your what succeeds?
When the hunt.
Okay. And I'll take
You want the chicken?
that one.
Okay.
And now I will draw a face-up card from the tray. Well, I'd like to reset the tray. I'd like to reset the tray.
Even though that's a guarantee?
What do you mean that's a guarantee?
That's a guarantee because
It's
it's
a star.
one of the ones you need.
All right, give it to me.
It's up to you.
I mean, I don't want to give you guys worms. I want to reset the tray.
Okay.
There's a
Yeah,
tree.
there's a tree. There's
There's
2
a
of them.
tree.
Okay.
All right, tell me what they do.
You've got a wood duck, which when activated, you draw 2 cards, and if you do, you discard 1 from your hand at the end of your turn. The other one is the titmouse that you love to see at our bird feeder.
Okay.
And you gain 1 grain from the supply, and you cash it on the card.
I believe I'll take the duck.
Okay. And you're done?
And I'm done.
Okay. Oh, there's a short-toed tree creeper. Yeah, little creeper. Okay. I think I will again get some food. I want a fish. And I want a worm. No, get the grain. Norm's getting way too much grain. And I don't want to move this one. I am going to look at the card. It's 91, so way too big. And I am done.
All right, I am going to play a bird. It takes 2 grain and anything, so I'll do 2 grain and a nectar. Put out the sandhill crane in the water.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to play a bird. It's going to cost me an egg. Oh, what am I doing?
Don't know.
I'm going to get some food.
Okay.
I'm going to play a bird.
Okay.
It's going to cost me an egg. And I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna re-roll all of this. Whatever.
All right, you're committed now.
Okay, I'm gonna play a bird. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'll get a grain, and I will get a worm. Thank you. Now, when activated, I get to choose another player that gets a berry. So I guess it's Norm's turn to get the
No,
berry.
why? Why? We both have one, so why not do rock, paper, scissors to see who gets it?
It's done.
What's done is done.
You know, I've been taking turns with you guys.
Okay, all right.
Difficult.
Whatever. I'm gonna play a bird. No, I'm gonna play a bird right there. Takes an egg. It takes 2 fish and a rat. And it is the bald eagle. When played, I get all the fish that are in the bird feeder, and there's just 1. But he's 9 points at the end of the game, so he's a good one to have.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, my dear.
I think I'm going to play a bird. Takes an egg. Takes 2 of anything, so it'll be a berry and a grain, and it is the maned duck.
Maned, not manned. It's maned duck, Jenny. You said it wrong before.
When I said
it could be a manned duck. M-A-N-E-D.
Guys,
I don't know.
It's a duck.
What I don't have. All right.
Well, how do you get what you don't have without
that's
stealing
what
it? Because that's illegal.
I'm not gonna steal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and
The game usually takes an hour to an hour and a half because Norm and Jenny are figuring out their turns.
All right, playing a bird. And
Or are you getting food? Or are you getting a bird? Or are you getting
a bird?
food?
It's gonna cost me a berry.
That's all?
And when played, I draw 2 cards. So,
Does it matter?
yeah. Well, does it? I mean, it says when played, draw 2 cards.
Mhm.
I just played a bird.
Yeah, I think it's the face down
That's
ones
fine.
because it's showing the back of the card and it doesn't say
That's fine.
from the tray.
Not a problem.
Okay. That's a good question. I don't know.
I was making sure I had 2. Was being fair.
All right.
All right. I don't have any cards, so I'm going to get some cards. I am going to get off the deck. 2 cards. Boom. Dun, dun, dun. Well, my water doesn't give me any actions,
All
does it?
right, I'm going to get cards, and I'm going to spend an egg for a 3rd card. I'm spending my eggs like they're not worth points at the end of the game, but I get 3. Now I gotta look at them. Oh, I disapprove of all this. Alright, I will, when activated, tuck up to 3 cards from your hand behind this bird. And if you tuck at least 1 card, you get a grain from the supply.
I have no tucking birds.
You don't?
I need a tucking bird.
You don't have
I'm going to tuck all 3 of the cards that I drew behind this bird.
Are there
And
any
if I
tucking
do...
what are those birds?
No, that's you discard an egg. That's to gain a grain, gain a grain.
And then when activated, discard 1 grain to tuck 2 cards from the deck behind this bird.
Whoa!
Unbelievable.
You need grain for all of your birds.
Yes.
Wow.
All my birds take grain. That's sad, but I still have no cards in my hand.
Yeah, that's sad.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna, wow. Okay, well, I've got to play a bird. And I guess I'm gonna play the bird. Well, let me go ahead and put the egg over there. I guess I should have picked which bird, huh?
Yeah, maybe would have helped.
Alright, I'm gonna play this bird, and he costs 1 of anything.
How long does it usually take us when we play this? An hour or so?
Like an hour and 20, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, I meant to go there, sorry.
Sure.
So when activated, I discard an egg from any of my other birds to gain any type of food from the supply.
Okay. The American Crow. All right, I am going to play a bird.
I didn't pay anything for it, so
She likes to cheat
No,
when she plays
caught
games.
myself.
So,
there's a berry.
okay. I'm going to play a bird. It's going to go in the grasslands. And it takes either a worm, a grain, or a berry. So I'm going to do the grain. And it is the Northern Flicker. And I get to gain all of the worms in the bird feeder. So there's 1, so I get a worm. That's it for me.
I'm going to draw cards. I'm just going to draw 2. I don't like either of these either. So I can tuck up to 3 from my hand behind this bird. I'm just going to tuck 1. And if I do, I get a grain from the supply.
So we
And
will
then
lose
I
this
can
game just based on his tuck
Discard
cards.
a grain to tuck 2 from the deck behind this bird. Well, since I can't accomplish any of this, maybe I'll just do... Maybe that's every turn. I just do that. I don't know.
All right, Jenny.
Alright, I'm gonna probably need to go ahead and get some food. I'm re-rolling everything. Oh, taken to nectar. Actually,
You only got 1 more thing after this.
I'm going to use a card, discard a card, to get 2 nectar. Oh, I see what you're saying.
If you're not spending the nectar,
That's
it's
like
not...
2. Can I? I can't. Okay, so I'll get a wheat.
Ooh, look at her keeping other people from getting it.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. And worm. A worm. I don't want them to get the nectar. Give me the... I don't want that. Give me a worm. Give me a worm.
You got 1 more because you discarded a card.
Oh!
Well, the good news is we've only got 1 action. So if we take food, we can't actually spend it.
Yeah. Oh, you can't...
So you can leave that nectar there. And
Yeah, but then
Yeah, but you
next
go
turn.
first next turn. So if you
All
get
right,
food,
so I'll
you'll
go
be
ahead and
getting
take that nectar out. No, I won't. Let me get something I can use. Give me the wheat. Nope, give me the wheat. I'll take the wheat.
You sure?
It's the wheat.
Okay,
it's the
so
wheat.
you're committed.
All right, now
It's done.
listen. Listen to me. Discard any eggs. Can't do it. Activate. Choose another player. We both gain a berry. This is why I didn't. Okay. I'd like a berry, and then
It is my turn.
you
if you're
can
going
have
in
a
turns.
berry.
That's nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to get eggs. I get 2 eggs. He gets 1, and he gets 1.
No, I'm going to get eggs and discard a card for a second egg. And it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter how many. It just needs birds with bowl.
I'll give them both.
Okay. All right, so that's
Nope.
round 2.
She's
Can
got.
I please also have my turn?
Jenny, it's your turn.
Am I even here?
It's
Can
like
you
you
see
went
me?
first. It's just blah, 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 blah.
I am going to.
You do have a bit of a shadow on you, but
I mean, she can hear me and see me. I want.
And you're beautiful, darling. Just like you are.
I know. I don't really care about the eggs, but I do care a little bit. All right, I'll go ahead and get the 2 eggs, just because that's probably the smarter thing to do, and they're gonna both go right there. It doesn't matter how many eggs, right?
Right.
So then, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now it's the end of
Alright,
round
so
2.
she has an end of round.
I
bird.
do. I can discard up to 5 worms, and for each one, I can tuck a card from the deck behind this bird. Now, here's my dilemma.
You need those worms.
You know what? I want the 2 cards. I want the 2 cards.
It's from the deck.
Yeah.
Yep. You finally get to
Because
test.
I have none.
Okay. All right. So the end of round goal is bowl nest birds with eggs. So I have 2.
So,
I have 1.
I have 1.
Okay. So I get first place and you both tie for second. And at the end of the second round, with our version of playing,
We
we
gotta
have
throw
to
one
get
of
rid of
these.
one of our bonus cards.
Alright, I'm going to get rid of this one.
I will be getting rid of this one.
I'm going to get rid of this one.
Alright.
Refresh our player board.
And I'm first.
That's right. We have a Kia. When played, draw 1 bonus card. You may discard any number of food to draw that many additional bonus cards. You keep one of the cards you drew and discard the rest. You have a Mississippi Kite. When activated, roll all the dice not in the bird feeder. If any are rats, you gain 1 rat and cash it on the card. And then you have a Stubble Quail. When played, discard up to 6 food. Lay 1 egg on this bird for each discarded food. Interesting. All right, Norman. Let's start round 3. In this round, we are looking for birds in the water.
Alright, I'm going to be drawing cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to discard an egg to get a 3rd card. I'm just going straight from the deck.
He's just going to win on tucked cards. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, that's an idea.
All right, keep it going. Keep it going. I love my husband.
Well, these are 3 new cards, so I have to read them and figure out what I'm doing with these. I don't want to talk 2. So So when I tuck 2, I get a grain, but then I'm going to discard that grain to tuck 2.
This is ridiculous.
The maned duck and the sandhill crane, they're like best buddies. This may be broken.
Alrighty.
Because I could just do this every turn.
You could just do this every turn, and you would have
a million tucked cards.
a million tucked cards. Yeah,
that'd be 5 cards every. That's 5 points every turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's a break in the system.
Well, we'll see if we can beat them.
Well, I don't think we'll beat them, but we've now learned that maybe when we play this game, both cards can't be in play at the same time.
I'm going to get food. I'm getting a nectar.
Look at that. It lasted for you.
I'm re-rolling. I'm hoping for another nectar.
Look at that.
Getting another nectar.
There you go. Look at you.
Look at my collection.
You and your nectar.
Isn't it neat?
Stop it. I'm going to get food. I'm going to get it.
Wait, I'm not done.
You're not done, Jenny, because
I
it's still
discard
your turn.
1 egg from any of the other birds to gain 1 of any kind from the supply. So
I don't think nectar
it
applies.
says any.
I think nectars do count.
They do count now? Okay.
So I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, this was the
things.
original game. This was not the
So-
expansion.
Okay.
I think officially nectars do count. I think I've read that some people to depower nectar say that they don't count, but that's the house rule. And
So-
we did not say that at the beginning of the game.
Well, we didn't know that was an option.
So can I get a nectar?
You,
Yes.
you can get a nectar.
Excellent.
According to Norm, and apparently what he says goes.
Now I'm going
It's
to
what I didn't say.
go right there, and I don't need any more berries, so we're just gonna skip that for now.
What? But what if one of us wants a berry?
Too bad.
Oh, I see. So I'm going to go. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to get a nectar. You're kicking me. Stop
I'm
it.
sorry. You know what? I'm not sorry.
You're kicking me.
I'm
Can I
not
get a
sorry.
second? I get a second.
What was
Second something.
what was I doing?
I want a grain. I'm going to move him. So I'm going to move him there. That's where I want him. And then here I can look at the bird. If it's under 40, it is 49.
Mm.
And that's it.
I'm going to get cards again. I'm just going to get 2.
This is broken. This is so broken.
Well,
I have to agree.
I'm trying.
Now I'm going to enjoy the rest of this game, but I'm not going to like enjoying the rest of this game.
I want to find a bird that I'm fishing for a bird. Is what I'm doing.
You're fishing for
You're
birds.
fishing for birds. That's
I'm
for
fishing
sure
for
you
birds.
are.
So I get
You
a
are.
grain, and then I'm going to discard the grain. And the birds I'm looking for are probably underneath this crane because I don't get to see them.
He's literally going to beat us just based on this.
Yes.
This is unbelievable.
And he knows
I
it.
don't.
It's not going to be a glorified win, Norm.
No.
There's no pride in the win that you
You
will
ought
be
to be
getting.
ashamed of yourself.
You should be ashamed.
I'm trying to
All
play
right.
other things.
I'm going to play a
Really,
bird
you don't seem like it.
for an egg. They don't hear me when it's my turn.
You're playing a bird for an egg.
And it's going to be 2 of these and 1 of these. And it is going to go right here. And when activated, I draw 2 cards. And if I do, I discard 1 from my hand at the end of my turn.
Okay. All right, I am going to play a bird. I'm going to let the puffin keep his bird because bless him, he only gets 1. So I am playing a mistletoe bird. He takes 2 berries and a nectar. And when activated, I gain a berry from the supply or discard a berry and gain a nectar from the supply.
All right. I'm going fishing. 2 cards. Just 2. No, I'm not getting the full 3. Okay, is that better?
I'm not happy about what's
I'm not happy about what's happening here at all.
That's a little bit.
He says he's looking for a particular bird, but he sure is tucking a whole lot in the meantime.
Looking for all of
Alright,
them.
I'm just tucking one, and then I'm getting a grain, and then I'm discarding the grain
Of
again.
course, to get 2 and tuck those as well, and then you're going to tuck the rest of the deck
Oh
also.
my word.
Can you read to me what those cards say?
Oh my stars. So the Kia, when played, you draw 1 bonus card, and you may discard any number of food to draw that many additional bonus cards.
Okay.
And then the Mississippi Kite, you roll all the dice not in the feeder. If any are mice, you cash it on the card.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Stubble Quail, you can discard, when played, you can discard up to 6 food and lay 1 egg for each food you discard.
All right.
Excuse
I'm
me.
going to go ahead and draw 2 cards.
Maybe do it now before Norm picks all of the cards.
I would like to draw 2 just random cards. Okay. Now I would like to draw 2 random cards, and if I do, I discard 1 from my hand at the end of my turn. Does it have to be one of these 2?
Nope. Just 1 from your hand.
Okay. And then I'm going to draw 1 face up from the tray. I will...
You want to reset it?
Reset it. Yes, I will.
Oop. Norm.
I'm looking forward
Stop
to
making a mess. That is not one of the birds you need. That is a bird that you need. And that is not. So you get him.
Okay. Oh, I have to discard a card,
Yes.
guys. So I'm going to discard... I'm going to discard... Wait, let me check something real quick, guys. Sorry, I gotta... Oh, never mind. What was the other one? Oh, okay, yeah. I'll discard... I guess... I'm confused. Does this one cost me... You know, I think I can just... It's fine. Just get rid of it.
Okay, we're just going to discard a card. Are you set? Are you good?
I'm good, I'm good,
Okay.
I'm good.
Thank goodness. I'm going to get 2 cards. I'm going to get this guy, and then I'm going to get a guy at random. When activated, if this bird is to the right, I can move him. So I'm going to just move him there. And then these guys do nothing. And that's it.
I am going to play a bird.
Wow, he's not getting cards.
He uses one of anything. It's a ruby-throated hummingbird.
Interesting.
I'm scared. I'm going to get...
Hummingbirds are scary. They're like bees with feathers.
And without a stinger.
It's on the front.
I'm gonna get some food.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with the worm,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna roll everything.
No nectar, my dear.
I will, however, get a...
That's
Oh, dear. Oh, wow.
I already got that. I guess I'll go ahead and get a wheat or a worm. Let's do the worm. And then I can discard an egg, but I don't have any. This time, no, not doing it. Sorry, guys.
Okay. My turn?
Mhm.
Okay, I want to play a bird. I think. Play a bird. It takes an egg. And it is a worm, a wheat, and a wild. And it is the Brolga. When activated, choose one other player. They get to lay an egg, and I get to draw 2 cards. All right, Norman.
Who gets to?
That's when activated.
Oh,
I just played him now.
okay.
Right.
You
You just sit there and look pretty. You just sit there.
Draw 2 cards.
You're trying to get an egg out of me, are you? Norm's drawing more cards.
Perfect.
I think that's what he needs.
It's not looking good, Lisa.
No, it's not, but that's okay. I'm enjoying this game, even though I'm not enjoying the game. I put out a bald eagle. I put out an Atlantic puffin. Those are some high point birds. 17 points just in 2 birds.
So
So
I'm going to just tuck 2, get a grain, and then tuck 2.
Norman, there's a problem.
I think there might be. I think I may have just
Do
broke the
not
game.
like what is happening here.
We will see, because
All right, I'm gonna have to get some eggs.
my nectar spending and my achieving goals is not happening. So I don't know. 5 points a turn possibly seems pretty good.
I got 2 eggs.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to get some eggs as well. So 2 eggs. We'll put him here, and we're going to give that bald eagle 1. When activated, he can move, so he's just going to shimmy on down to the water. And there we go.
I'm fishing.
This is a bird game. This is a bird game.
You know, this game is shelf control for us to decide if we like a game or not, and this is not the game
is not making
to base
me...
if we like it or not. So we're going to have a heck of a review on this particular gameplay.
Got 2 stacks over there. Like entire decks of cards.
Oh my goodness.
I'm tucking both of them,
Okay,
and tucking 2.
You have no shame in doing this.
I am trying to.
No shame
I-
whatsoever.
keeps saying I'm trying to
I want
find
to
a
play.
blah, blah,
I
blah,
want to
blah,
play
blah.
another bird. I really do.
Okay. We want you to play another bird. We don't think
I
you
also
really
want.
do.
I'm also wanting to see just how broken this is.
Is it my turn?
It is, because you
Okay.
follow Norm.
I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I gotta go ahead and...
Oh my word.
I gotta use these guys up, and I didn't even realize that while I was... Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and...
What are we doing?
Oh, Jenny! Jenny. I'm gonna go ahead and play a bird right here. And it's gonna cost me...
It's going to take 2 of your eggs.
Yeah, I know. I'm okay with that. And it's gonna cost me 3 of my nectar. Because...
That's good, because it'll go away if you don't.
Yep, and it's this guy. And he's an end of round bird, and he doesn't give me any points now, but he's gonna give me some points. What?
All right, I'm going to get cards. I get 3 cards. So the last one is worms in the food cost of your bird. So I have 4 of those, but oh, look at that. I get 3 cards. Those might be difficult to get. That's a lot of food. That's one ugly bird. I'm sorry. You're not ugly. I get 3 cards.
It's just me and Norm that take forever, right?
I was not appreciating okay. If he is to the right, I'm going to leave him there. I can choose another player who gets an egg, and then I draw 2 cards, which might be interesting. Jenny can get an egg. I'm going to get 2 cards, because Norm, you're already got plenty of points over there.
Yeah,
and then that's it there for me.
That's
the end of round
everything.
3.
Okay.
So birds in water.
I have 2.
I
And
have
Jenny
4.
are tied at 2.
All right.
No, I do have 2 end of
Yep.
round things.
Oh yeah, so it's supposed to do that first, but I don't think that changes birds in the water.
I can discard up to 5 of these, and for each of them that I discard, I can tuck 2 from the deck. So I feel like that is in my best
For
interest
each
right
one,
now.
she can tuck 2 from the deck.
I
No.
can tuck 1. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
It's because I had 2.
You're getting 3, or that was
She's
2?
getting 2.
2. And then what's the
Jenny's
other guy?
over there cheating.
All right, now I got. I'm gonna choose a habitat, and in that habitat, I lay 1 egg on each bird in that habitat. So I guess I'm gonna choose
that
this
one?
habitat.
Sure, why not?
1 egg on each.
Wait a minute. Oh no, it's choose a habitat with no eggs. This one, this habitat has an egg.
Well, I guess I'll go with that one.
Yeah.
Well, that I should have read my
It
card.
benefits to reread
Read
cards
your
'cause
cards.
people try to cheat.
No, I
when
really
they-
do terrible at this because I sometimes don't read all the fine print. It's really bad.
Or you just skip a whole word.
'Cause you know what
as
I
you're
thought
reading
I
all
was
of
gonna
it.
do was pick a nest for some reason. I wasn't even thinking habitat, and I was like, oh, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Just forget it. I messed it up. It's
All
fine.
right, so we are now going for round 4, the final round. We've got a Willy Wagtail. When activated, draw 1 face-up card from the tray with a bowl or wild nest, and you may reset and refill the tray before doing so. The next is a Little Pied Cormorant, and the game ends. You lay 1 egg on each of your birds with a platform nest, including this one. And then we have the common Chiff Chaff. When activated, choose 1 to 5 birds in this habitat. Tuck 1 card from your hand behind each.
A Chiff Chaff, eh?
Chiff Chaff. Chiff Chaff. Chiff Chaff.
Oh, I'm first.
You are first.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get some food, and I'm going to I'm gonna get. Oh, Jenny.
Jen.
I'm gonna get 2 worms. Let me have 2 worms. Oh, I'm sorry. I get 3 things. So I'll take 2 worms. And I will take a rat. And
Sorry.
I want to discard a card so that I can get a 4th one, because I could re-roll and that could really be beneficial. I believe I will do that. So I'm going to discard. Not you. Not you. Not you. Well, what? I'm not going to get one. All right. Discard 1 egg from any bird and gain a free grain. So I'll go ahead and discard the egg from that one and get 1 of these. Then I'm going to
You done?
not do that. Yep, I'm done.
Okay. I'm going to get some food, if you don't mind re-rolling that. And I'm probably going to discard a card to get another. I would like that one, but I'm not thinking I'm going to get him. So I get 3 foods. So I'm going to get a nectar for sure. And then I am going to get a worm for sure. And I guess a berry. And then I gain a berry from the supply or discard a berry. Look at that. To gain a nectar. Played out well, didn't that? Look at the card. If it's less than 40, it is not. I'm not getting the benefit of my tucking cards. And that's it for me.
All right, I'm going to get 2 cards.
I can't do everything I want to do, and that makes me very sad.
Me
very,
neither.
very sad. I need another round.
What is that last thing?
Worms and the cost of your
Okay,
food.
I think I'm going to keep that card. I'm going to tuck this
So
one.
you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So I gain a grain, and I'm going to use the grain.
3, 4. Oh, I have 4.
Okay. So now I have an idea of maybe doing something else.
Well, all right. Norm's done. Jen,
Yes,
your
I
turn.
understand. It was done.
Because you follow Norm. So
All right. So I need to go ahead and make some big decisions here, guys. Big decisions. I'm going to go ahead and
I didn't even think of that.
okay. I'm drawing food. I'm re-rolling everything.
okay.
I definitely need this worm. So can I have a worm?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then I need a wheat.
Okay.
Oh, and then I can discard an egg to gain a. I will discard an egg. I would like to discard this egg to gain this. Okay, that worked out perfect. And then I don't need that, so we're gonna skip past that one.
All right. So you're done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play a bird. It takes an egg, and it takes a worm and a grain. So I'll use my nectar, and I will do this one instead. I did still use my grain and my nectar, but I'm doing this one instead. So it's 2
I just messed myself up,
wheats.
guys.
And when I play this, I get to lay an egg on each bird with a platform nest. So I have one here. He is one. He is one. You already have yours. Should have used your egg. Okay.
All right, I need at least one more card to do what I want to do. So I'm going to draw 2.
Of course you are.
So it doesn't matter. I needed to just keep one. So I'm going to tuck 1. I get a grain, and then I'm going to spend that grain to tuck 2 under this one.
I made some major mistakes this game,
Did you?
guys. I made some major mistakes. Major.
Can I do everything I want? Maybe.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is now.
I need 2 eggs.
You all set?
Yeah. Oh, I just don't know what I was doing there.
What's sad is I
I'm
don't
gonna
know that this is better than...
Okay, I'm going to get some food, but I'm going to discard a card.
I'm not happy. And I don't think I'm doing
Seven.
very well.
What was I?
What were you doing?
Oh, hang on. I'm discarding a card to get 3 foods. So I'm going to get a fish, which I don't need, but I want to re-roll all of that. So can you re-roll everything for me, dear? I will get a nectar as my second food, and then for my third food, I will get a worm, and then I can gain a grain or a berry, or I can discard a berry to gain a nectar from the supply. Let's see, he is 70. I am not getting any of these cards, and it is your turn.
All right.
All right, what are you doing, dear?
Good question.
Well, do that then.
Guys.
What's up?
Guys,
What's
guys.
up? What's up?
Tell you what. I'll tell you what.
What are you telling me?
Tell
What
you
are you telling me?
I am. This is not making me happy.
No, I'm not thrilled with this game.
Can I do this somehow?
I don't know, but it's your turn.
All right.
I feel like we needed a practice round before we did this because I'm all over the place, guys.
Well, it could have
misread
happened.
these cards.
Well, maybe you should just take an extra minute at the start of the game and just read all your cards
Says the
through.
one that's
I'm
like,
getting 2
Jenny
food.
and Norm take forever.
They do take
I'm getting
forever.
2 food.
Okay, what do you
What
want?
do you want?
I want the worm.
What? There is no worm.
There is a worm right here with the grain.
I can't even see.
And then
I can't see.
And then I'll take the grain
Okay.
and I'm going to.
Probably tuck a card to get another
Do I want to
food.
discard a card?
Well,
Yes, it's important. I'm going to discard a card to take another food, so I want to re-roll that.
He wants to re-roll all of it, Jen. All of it. Just re-roll it all.
Because he needs another wheat.
Or a nectar.
No, I need a worm. Oh, a nectar. Nectar would be good. Let's get that. And then each player gains 1 food from the bird feeder, starting with the player of my choice.
Huh. Isn't that something?
Lisa, you can go first.
Can I? That's so nice of you. Get a berry.
I will take a grain. I'll do the grain and the worm.
That way she can't re-roll it.
Yeah.
I'll get the worm.
Alright, and then I can tuck a card from my hand to gain a grain from the supply, but I'm not going to. And I can discard a grain to choose a bird from the tray and tuck it.
Perfect.
I kind of like the sound of the common chiff-chaff, so we'll just, he's going to join.
Did you want the chip-chap?
I'm just saying. Did it matter?
I think you wanted the chip-chap, didn't you?
Well,
I know. I'm not collecting.
I just
any.
like-
All right, there's a pygmy nuthatch, which when activated, you tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, you gain a worm or a grain from the supply.
Okay, we're too late in the game for that. I'm gonna go ahead and play a bird for an egg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my Lanta. And it's gonna cost me 2 wheat and 1 worm, but I'm gonna do it with my nectars because when played I draw 2 bonus cards and I keep 1. So I would like to draw 2 new bonus cards and then I will decide what in the world I'm doing.
Make sure you read them thoroughly. I'm going to go ahead and play my turn.
Okay, so let's just remember that I owe one of these 2, right?
Yeah, take your time.
I don't
read
get to
over
put them with
No.
these.
No.
Okay.
So while she's figuring that out, I am going to play a bird. And I'm going to pay... an egg for it. And it costs a grain and a worm. And it's the Australasian pit. And at the end of the game, I took a card from the deck behind each bird in my grass.
All right, I'm going to get eggs, and I'm going to discard a card to get a second egg.
All right, guys, I'm getting rid of this card.
Okay.
All right, it's your turn again, Jenny.
Yes, it is my turn again, Jenny. Okay. I'm going to read this card thoroughly. Okay. I'm going to play a bird with one of my eggs, and it costs me 3 worms. And it goes here. When played, I lay 1 egg on each of my birds with a bowl nest. So, I've got a bowl nest egg there. I've got a star there. And I've got a bowl nest egg there. And I believe that is all that I have. So I am done.
Okay, I think I don't want to do that, but it would give me 4 points there, or 4 points there, or 4 points there. Oh, but I need to use the nectar. No, I can use a food. Okay, so I'm going to go there for 2 eggs, but I'm going to use that to get another egg. And I'm going to discard a card to get 4 eggs. So, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that.
Norm?
And that's it. Norm's last turn.
I'm going to play a bird.
What?
Takes 2 eggs. It takes 2 worms.
Mm-hmm.
And then anything. And it's this superb lyrebird.
Okay.
Okay, it's 5 points. So that is the end of round 4. Who's got end round?
She's got end round.
All right, so I'm going to discard up to 5 of these. So I just have 1, so I'd like a card to tuck because I also want
Okay.
to tuck some cards, Norm, okay? And then I choose a habitat with no eggs, and I don't
You
have
don't
a
have one.
habitat
Oh
with no eggs.
dear.
That's okay.
All right.
So-
I have an end game.
Yes.
I tuck 1 card from the deck behind each bird in my grass, so I get 3 cards to tuck.
I don't have any end round, end game, and nothing.
All right, now we need to discard one of
Yep,
our...
we need to discard 1. Well, let's do
hold
this.
on, Yeah.
I have
So-
1 bird.
Jenny
I
has
have,
the most.
I have 2 worms.
Yeah. Oh, it's worms?
Yeah, it's the count of worms.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, I have 2. So I'm pretty sure I'm in 3rd.
Yeah, I think Jenny has more.
All right. 9 or 10, depending on if you count this or not.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you don't count the wilds.
All right.
but yeah.
All right, so now we
Okay.
discard 1 of...
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Where are you going?
Um,
Score pad?
just need to get a score pad here.
Get a pen. Please. We had that red one. Goes with the notebook. Where'd you put the notebook?
I'll put it somewhere.
Okay, so we have to discard one of these.
I'm discarding this one.
Okay.
And I'm discarding this one.
I will discard this one. Wait a minute. No, that at least will give me something. I'm discarding that one. Oh, well, hang on. Okay. Discarding that one. All right.
So score.
Okay.
All right, so let's do the
Let's
scoring.
do the scoring. So this is...
We're not doing tuck cards this game, right?
No, it doesn't count this game. Okay. Points on your birds.
$21.
Give me a second. $34, I think. 15, 20, 34. Yeah, 34.
All right. So Norm
How
had
many did
21. I had 41. Jen had 34. So bonus cards. Norm, what's your bonus card?
I am an omnivore expert. It's 2 points per bird that eats wild symbols.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2, 4, 6, 8.
So you have 8 points. Jen?
All right, I have 2 at the end of this thing. One is sets of the 4 nest types. So I have a bowl, a tree,
Mm-hmm.
one of these.
Mm-hmm.
That's one set.
No, there has to be another.
Oh, is there 4
There's
different
4.
types?
And this.
Yes, a cluster. Okay, so
That's
there's one.
one.
So I only have the one set because
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have one set. So how many is that?
so that is 3 points.
Okay.
And then bird cards in game at the end, or in hand at the end of game. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that gets me 4 points. So it's a total of 7.
So you've got 7. Okay, so my first one was birds with food costs of 3 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 6 points on that one. And then birds that eat only worms, which was this one
Yeah, that's it.
and that one. So it was 2 points per bird. So that's 6, 7, 8 for me. Okay. The next one is end of round goals. So up here. Whoop. So blue is Norm. So Norm got 4. Nothing. Oh, 4, 5, 7, 10. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Jen got nothing. 1, 2, 3, so 10. Good job, good job. I got nothing. I got 5, that's 11. So 12, 13, 14, 15. Eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 for me.
I got 4.
Norm?
0.
0. All right, this pen is...
Yeah, you turn.
Okay, so user error. Norm got none. Food on cards. I got 2. Norm?
0.
Jen?
I got none.
And nectar. And the trees, how many do you have, Jen?
5.
I have 3.
So Jen got 5 points there. Norm got 2. In the
I got 2.
grass.
I have 0.
So I got the 5 there.
I got 2.
Okay, so I got 5. So Jenny has 7 points.
Yeah, so
She's got 7. Who's got water?
I
I
got
have
none.
1 in the water.
I have 1.
So I think we add those together and divide it. So 7, so 3. So I have 5 total.
So I have
And you have
7.
I have 7 also.
How many do you have, Norm?
5.
Okay, and that's it. There's no
And
more
then,
points to be
there's
had.
The tucked cards.
There's no more points to be had in this game.
I got
And
5.
there's no more points to be had. So, that's the end. Let's tally
I need these in order
the points,
to
because
compete.
there's nothing else in this game worth calculating. At all. We're done here. We're done with this game.
This was not how this was supposed to go.
I can compete somewhat. Jenny, how many did you have?
5.
Norm?
39.
39 is ridiculous. 1, 2, 3,
Unbelievable.
4, 5. So,
There's no way he just won this game.
y'all talk amongst yourselves. It'll take me a minute. I don't have my calculator.
I've got to pee.
All right, we got some math to do.
I've got a phone.
No. I've got sick math skills.
Okay. Is there can you make Norm's 47 birds not count?
Yeah, they're not going to count at all.
Okay, great.
So stop talking to me so I can do my math skills. Quit looking over my shoulder, Norman. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, there's those.
So, how much fun was talking cards?
For you? A lot, I'm sure.
No, it wasn't.
Wow, okay.
But I don't think doing that helped hurt me in other places.
Yeah. Okay, so I won at 85.
Okay.
Norm second at 83.
Ooh, if I had just done
And-
that a little more.
Jenny at 67.
Yeah.
So
I didn't win this time.
she didn't win this time. And I do think the game is broken, though, with those 2 cards.
That
Because you
was
got
second.
crazy.
Well, no, but I think you would have actually devoured us had you continued to do that. So, I just knocked all the eggs
Eggs
down.
weren't going to go everywhere, I thought you said.
They weren't. They didn't go everywhere. So, I do think that there's a break in the game. If you have those 2 points early on, it's just...
Unbelievable.
It's insane.
Well, he's still...
All right, so that's the gameplay of Wingspan. I'd like to end the video now, and we'll come back later with our thoughts about Wingspan. If you like our gameplays, please thumbs up, like, subscribe,
Comment
hit the
below.
bell, make any comments about whether or not the main duck and crane combo is broken. I don't know. I came in second, so how broken can it be, right?
Mhm.
Anyways, thanks
All
for
right.
watching.
Catch us next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.